There's no better deal for $4 than the Wendy's 4 for $4 meal. Start with our Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Made with fresh beef and freshly cooked bacon, crisp all-white meat chicken nuggets, natural cut fries, and an ice-cold Coke. All for just $4. No one makes $4 sound as good as Wendy's. Get more for $4. The 4 for $4 meal deal. Now at Wendy's. Offer includes small fries and drink at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Prices may vary. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii. Fresh ground beef available in the contiguous U.S. and Canada.
So who are some of your influences? What was it that you really wanted to do when you were a kid? What NFL football player could you see rocking the microphone as a Christian rapper?
If you ain't know we for the same team, if you ain't know we for the same cause, you don't worry about the fame, boy. When you know the one who made the stars.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is Orlando Presentz Before the Fame.
You ain't know we for the same team. You ain't know we for the same cause. You don't worry about the fame, boy. When you know the one who made the stars. See, this more than just rhymes, it's the music. And sit with the word and come and sweat it like juices. To us, man, it's like Harden in Houston. If we ever lost him, we know we'd be useless.
I geared the show and I geared myself around Christian artists because I really don't like a lot of the vulgarity. In my mind, I wanted to do something that I would be able to have a platform for the unsigned artists because I understand the grind that they're going through.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Orlando Presents Before the Fame, Simply Independent. Man, I am honored, like I say all the time, I'm honored and humbled that the Heavenly Father has allowed me to be able to keep going and doing this show and bringing you more, enlightening testimonies and also more ministries out there, some artists that you may not have heard of before or some artists that you have heard of before. So it's my honor to be able to sit down and speak to them so that you can hear their story and hear their music. Right now, I have an artist on the line right now that goes by the name of Joshua Crum. Basically, Jay's been around for a little while now. I've been listening to his music last year, around the same time, I believe, or middle of last year, listened to a couple of his songs on SoundCloud, things of that nature, and checking them out. What really brought me to want to sit down and speak with him is because I was very interested in the fact that he's an artist that rocks with a band. And that's what really, really, really did something for me. It's like, man, I really love that, when artists get up on stage and rock with their bands or they have a DJ, it almost takes it back to, an old school, takes it back to a real vibe of getting together and really interacting with the crowd. So definitely, I really love that. I love that about this young man. And without further ado, I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to introduce y'all, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Joshua Crum. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Blessed to be here.
Oh, no problem at all, brother. No problem. The honor's all mine, definitely. The first thing off, I know a lot of people have asked you this question before, and you have an album that's out right now that just dropped. I want to get into the music side of things right now, but
okay.
What brought you to the name Black Sheep?
I was just kind of looking at that term, and kind of historically, black sheep have been looked at as kind of less valuable because their wool couldn't be dyed, and so I wanted to try to see how I can redeem that, because a lot of ways I felt like I was a black sheep where I kind of felt like I couldn't be used. I just felt like, I was kind of the worst of the worst, and God was able to use me. And so I wanted to try to kind of take that term and redeem it in a way to where even if you feel like a black sheep, God can still use you. If you feel like you're unusable, you're the worst of the, God still is able to use you and use you in a great way. So that's kind of how I came to that.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah, I kind of cheated a little bit. I went onto your website and read the bio and everything and read the breakdown of it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask him. But I wanted to know, that information about the CD cover and the artwork and things of that nature anyway, because when the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, dude, because the wolves around the sheep dressed in a red garb and it's a black sheep and everything. Now that's a question also. Where did the red garment symbolize?
Okay, so the red garment symbolizes Jesus' blood, which so you see that it's a black sheep, but his wool has been dyed by Jesus' blood. You can see the red coming from that, and the wolves kind of represent the same kind of lies that say that you're nothing, you're never going to be anything, you can't be used, just things like that. So they kind of represent those things that try to come up against us to try to keep us from giving Jesus our all. And so the blood represents Jesus. And if you open up all the cover art kind of tells a story. So when you open it, and you'll see that the sheep is now completely white with a trail of blood, and then wolf skulls all around, showing that those lives have all died off. Jesus' blood now redeems us, makes us white as snow, and so all of it kind of ties in together.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Now, since you have everything that has a symbol and the reason that you have it on there, which I love it. Now, is there anything about the number of wolves that you have going around, or is that just the number of them to fill it out to make the picture look more menacing?
There's nothing significant with the number.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that deep yet. No, I didn't get that deep. I would like to say it was, but no, I didn't get that deep. No.
Go around counting them. Man, there's 13 wolves, so there's got to be something about that.
Right, no. No.
Oh, man. Okay. Hey, I had to ask. Now, now, where did you first come up and say that, hey, music was my thing, this is what I want to do? Especially within your bio, you were saying that you're more so of a person that was very shy and withdrawn, and you felt like, you weren't the focal point of the bunch. What made you feel like, man, I can do this music thing?
When I was 15, I got like. So I had always liked doing music. I had always like written poetry. But I've always kept it to myself. And I let a few people that I trust listen to it, and they were like, "No, this is really, really good." When I was 15, I got really sick, and I almost died. I had a brain infection and almost died. But for some reason, I was kept alive, and so. That was really a search for my purpose, and what am I here for? And I knew it was to continue to advance His gospel and to do that. And so from that, I was like, okay, what tools can I use to help me with that? And music being one of them. And so that's really when I got super serious about pursuing music and doing that.
Okay. And where are you originally from?
I was born in Detroit, but I grew up here in Omaha.
Oh, okay, Omaha. All right. I don't think I've spoken to an artist yet from the Omaha area. So how is how is the music scene and the Christian music scene in Omaha?
There's maybe like 3 or 4 of us as far as like Christian rappers out here. There used to be more. A lot of them kind of either just stopped or, So there's not a whole lot out right now. But for the ones that are here, they're pretty dope.
Awesome. Maybe I get a chance to hear, a little bit more of what Omaha has to offer, as far as in the Christian hip hop community and everything. So, instead of you going the regular route of just maybe having a DJ, things of that nature, or just having instrumentals and you rocking the stage, is there a particular reason why you decided to have a band surround you?
Yeah, I remember I did it one time just to it kind of happened just on the spur of the moment where I started rapping and there was a drummer still on the stage and he started playing and this other guy grabbed the guitar and I rocked a set like that once and I got hooked. I was like, man, it's a whole nother feel. And I was like, I never want to go back to to doing it any other way. So then I just, started finding pieces for the band, and now we have a full band, and yeah, we love it, man. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah, I love your sound, man. Every time I listen to it, I just like, wow, I'm very surprised that you're not a lot further or a lot bigger than what you are because of your sound, and you sound so crisp and clear and and accomplished that I'm like, man, okay, why isn't he on TV or why isn't him and his band out there more in the mainstream? So it's in due time. I really believe that you will be. Excuse me if you hearing that noise and stuff. That's coming from my laptop, people posting and things. So, cool. Facebook, I need to figure out how to cut that off.
Okay. That's cool.
But, yeah, definitely, man. So every time that I listen to you, I just think of that and everything. So that's nothing but kudos and great work to you and your band, definitely, man. Excuse me. Now, I see on the album that you have a couple of songs with an artist by the name of, I believe, Reed Versus.
Reed B Versus.
Reed B Versus, yeah, this guy mixed it all up. I heard him a couple of times last year, too, on some tracks and everything. How did y'all actually meet each other or come to start working with each other?
Man, he's like my big brother, man. We ended up, we were both in kind of like an artist collective together, and that's kind of how we met. And it's just basically like a Facebook chat of a bunch of different artists, and that's how we met. And so me and him just started kind of really vibing with each other, and on things even like more than just music. We started vibing with each other, and he's a little bit older than me, and so he was helping me through some things, and we just got real close, man. And we've been pretty good friends here for about 2.5 years now, and but we've been rocking with each other, and he's a good dude, man. He's a real good guy.
Yeah, I know he definitely has some skills there. I was listening to some of his songs, like I said before. He definitely has some skills and has some thought-provoking things for you to sit back and say, man, okay. Yeah, I never heard it put in that way, but awesome. Now, let's break down the album a little bit, go back to the album and everything. Each track that you have on your album, what was the significance of every song on there? Was it something that actually went on in your life, or is it some of the songs were just fillers, or how did you come up with the concept of your album, putting each track together?
Yeah, so everything you see on there are things that happened in my life. So, everything that I'm passionate about, things that I went through, was a very transparent album. So every track has a significance. Every track I try to detail, what things separate me as a black sheep in my life. Then it goes into, me finally being okay with that, and then kind of some tracks more just celebrating the fact that, Christ has redeemed me, and I'm okay with being different. But yeah, everything, every story that you hear in there, everything on there is all things that I've went through personally.
What was the particular reason why it took about, I believe you said it took maybe about 1.5 years for the album to come out?
Yeah.
Is that a normal time span for you, or was it pushed back a little bit?
It was. I worked on it. I just wanted it to be excellent. I wanted I'm not signed to a label. I don't have any time limits. So I just wanted to make sure that